Hi, my name's Berberick. I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I'm a two-time state champion. I'm also an MH-sponsored athlete. I've been with Mandy for about 2.5 years since she actually opened MH Performance. So I'm one of the founding members and I'm so glad to be a part of this awesome community. So I came to Mandy because previously I was just doing standard strength and conditioning sessions and I was finding that I was getting injured a little bit. Given my training age and history, I wasn't as experienced as some of the other guys, so some of the lifts were quite advanced for me. Also given like my height and my limb length, I found things that were a bit harder and there was a lot of imbalances. So I went to Mandy because I realized that I needed to not only fix my imbalances, but work on the smaller things to become stronger overall. So that I could progress in my sport, but also her big focus is longevity, and that's what I want. So I want to be really good and really strong for my sport, but after my sport, I want to be able to essentially my body not fall apart, and that's what's really important to me and really important to Mandy, and that's why I started. So Mandy is very holistic in her whole approach to her athletes. Nutrition is just as important, if not more important, than your strength and conditioning, because if you're not fueling your body right, if you're not having the right rest and recovery, you can't go hit that session. And I think her education on that is what is crucial to an athlete and what makes her the best of the best. The amount of knowledge I've learned over the last 2 years has been absolutely incredible, and I find that I can pass that on to other athletes that aren't here at MH because it is really useful and really vital. So what I found is when we first started over the last 2.5 years, like we have consistently built my calories up, which if you're not aware of what that means is like my food was not adequate enough for my training. And so over the years, we've continuously built it up. So fast forward 2 years later, I'm eating so much more, training so much harder than what I was before, and consistently making weight with ease, which is really important for combat sports. Yeah, so over the 2 years, we're consistently bringing up my food intake, which essentially how that helps my weight cut is that when we're coming into fight week, when we will start like a fight week protocol essentially, where we'll taper and tweak things to make sure that we meet the weight that we've contracted to at weigh-ins on a Friday. So essentially what that means is what I used to eat leading into fight week was probably like maybe 20% of what I eat now. So what I've noticed over the years is that every fight week, I'm eating more and more. I'm fueling myself more and more. And not only is that great for performance, it's great for my health. And again, my longevity in the sport. Like the easier the weight cuts are, the better it is for my body, the longer I can do what I do. Okay, so not only has my overall strength increased, my proprioception of my limbs has definitely been a huge factor. My limb length is quite long, so I wouldn't necessarily subconsciously be able to gauge my distance as well. So me and Mandy have done a lot of stuff in my strength that incorporates my proprioception, which essentially has helped fighting and gauging my distance. So not only have I got so much stronger, on my off season, I'm walking around a lot leaner because I just have a lot more muscle. I recover better. I have been injury free for 2.5 years, which I'm really stoked about. I haven't had anything major besides general soreness. And I know that if I decided to leave my sport tomorrow, my body would be in the best condition to go on to something else. I would 100% tell you to do it. I've not looked back since I've done it. And I could only encourage people to do it more. You will get so much more out of it than you expect, and the education around everything that you do, whether it be nutrition or your strength and conditioning, you have that forever. So even if you decided to, not continue with your strength coach or, discontinue your sport, like you will always have that education. And the other benefits, are that the fact that you're going to be the strongest you're going to be the healthiest you're going to be, and you'll have that longevity in your sport. Like I couldn't recommend it enough. I've never looked back, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for myself personally.